A huge milestone for the card arena. Chaos Rising products have officially been revealed, Sam's Club has a drop on the way, and new LEGO leaks. All that and more on this week's Card Arena Weekly. To kick things off, of course, I've got to point out the big news, which is the milestone of 500 subscribers. That's right, the big 500 on the Card Arena YouTube channel. After 3.5 long years of making content on and off, I'm excited to finally be over the 500 mark and hopefully aiming for 1,000 and more in the near future. More overall, I'm just happy to be back to making content. I was on and off for the past couple of years, and now I've been going 2.5 weeks strong. And in those 2.5 weeks, I've been able to get over 50 new subscribers, which I didn't even think that I was going to get even say 25 in that amount of time. So I want to thank every single one of you, over 500 of you, for all your support so far, for the views they bring to the channel, the watch time, the community that's being built, and I can't wait to make a lot more videos to share them with you. But I do also want to add that I'm going to do a 500 subscriber special video sometime in the next week, so look out for that video, and of course, look out for more content on the channel. Alright, so let's get into that general Pokemon news, where there's only one big point that I wanted to talk about this week, which is Pokopia, which released just over a week ago. And it has been sold out at every major retailer, online and potentially in stores as well, although I'm incapable of going to every single store in the country, but it has just been selling out everywhere. And as far as I know, the only site that was still available was Amazon. However, weirdly enough, they changed the price from the $70 that it should be up to $80 for around 24 hours. And then after a lot of complaints, they did drop it back down to $70, but it was a very odd increase there. However, I also want to mention that Walmart Canada recently announced earlier this week that they are going to be opening Wave 2 of pre-orders, which I believe are actually already open. So make sure you check out there if you're in Canada. You can place your pre-order for that second wave of the Pokopia release, and hopefully all these other retailers will be able to get it back in stock soon. But for now, it looks like Amazon is the only place you can get it, and maybe the Pokemon Center. I don't know. You have to take a look online and see where you can get it. If you already have it, hopefully you're enjoying the game, and then it's a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll be joining it too. Alright, let's head over to that Pokemon TCG news, where we have the Sam's Club drop this week with the Black Bolt and White Flare Binder Plus Poster Collection, which will be dropping on Tuesday, March 17th at 10 p.m. Eastern on the website. This will of course be a Plus membership only drop, so if you do not have the Sam's Club Plus membership, you'll be unable to go for it on the website. However, you may be able to go to your local Sam's Club, as some of them may not require that Plus membership. But best of luck to you if you're going online or IRL. Alright, so the Pokemon Company has officially announced Chaos Rising as our May set. So the leaks are over and the official announcements are on. This set, of course, will be from the Japanese set Ninja Spinner, and it will release on May 22nd. But let's jump into the products that will be arriving with the Chaos Rising set. We have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, as well as the retail version, which will, of course, feature Mega Greninja on the cover. These will hold 11 and 9 packs, respectively, as well as the usual goodies of sleeves, dividers, dices, counters, and a plastic coin, which will feature Froakie. The expected promo card for these products will be the Finnegan IR from Ninja Spinner, and the pack arts will feature Mega Greninja, Mega Floette, Mega Dragalge, and Pyroar. The rest of these products are as usual, with a 3-pack blister featuring Charmeleon, as well as single pack blisters featuring 5 different card combinations. And then of course, the booster bundle as well as the build and battle box will be made available, that build and battle box, for the pre-release. So those are the products for Chaos Rising, which will be releasing with the set in May. Another piece of news with Chaos Rising is that pre-orders are expected to drop tomorrow on Monday. This is due to the fact that if the set does not drop between 70 to 78 days prior to the release of the set, then it is tended to drop at 67 days prior. Now, this is not a guarantee, as Phantasmal Flames has been an outlier, as well as 151 dropping 101 days prior, and then Phantasmal dropping 60 days prior. However, it is expected to drop tomorrow, and it should drop between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. although between 11 and 12 tends to be the usual time, but be on alert during that 4-hour period. That's of course in the Eastern time zone, so make sure you match that to your time zone. And if it does not drop tomorrow, it could drop anytime. Be on the lookout for those pre-orders. And finally, for today's TCG news, we have a new trademark by Pokemon Center Japan, which has Aura Seeker as the name of a upcoming set, expected to come later this year or potentially early next year. We should see some news over the next couple of months on when it might drop. It could be in November or December for Japan, or at the start of next year, but it is expected to feature Mega Lucario Z, as we've already seen Mega Lucario in the Mega Evolution base set. So we'll have to look out for more news on that, but that's a new trademark that they've placed for a set coming later this year or next year. One of these years. Moving on to this week's Pokemon Center drops, we have a number of new products and restocks which occurred. First off, we have a restock of binders, deck boxes, and plenty of awesome looking card sleeve designs. Additionally, there was a queue that was put up on Wednesday, which consisted of prismatic booster bundles on the US Pokemon Center, where there was a limit of 4. Now, as usual, there were a number of people that were receiving the error 17 when they were attempting to get into the site and check out with the product. And there was another bug as well, where when you went to the product page, product was shown as out of stock, but it was still in stock anyway. And then finally, out of the new drops this week, there were numerous new and restocked pins of various Pokemon. And also on top of that, the graduation merchandise featuring Pikachu and Dragonite. Now, I'm personally tempted to get some of these pins because I have a pin collection myself, but whether you're interested in the pins, the restock of binders and deck boxes, or maybe you went for that prismatic bundle and you were able to score, let me know what you got or want to get in the comments. It's time for today's daily pack opening, and in celebration of 500 subscribers, I'm going to be opening 2 booster packs. And today's 2 are the Destined Rivals, and we've got the Cynthia Garchomp on the 1 pack, and then Team Rocket with their Pokemon on the other. So let's go ahead and get Cynthia and her Garchomp, that pack art, open first. I'm still looking for the Team Rocket's Mewtwo as well as the Cynthia's Garchomp. So let's see if we can pull it out of these 2 packs. Starting off with the Steel there. And I'm still trying to master set this set. There we got the Team Rocket's Murkrow illustration rare with a Zamazenta holo, but there is an IR hit, and hey, I will take it. Actually, I think I'm still missing this one, so this actually helps with my master set. That is a beautiful IR. As I always say, I love the IRs, but let's get the second pack open. So if we hit there, I wonder, back to back, maybe. Let's find out. We've got the Fighting Energy on this one. And there's no hit there, but we still got the Murkrow right there. And of course, we sleeve it up, and that's going in the binder. Now let's head over to the latest in Legos. First up, we've got some new One Piece Lego leaks, which consist of the first One Piece Lego set of 2026, which is the Gum Gum Fruit, where there will be a figure of Luffy on the outside as well as inside, showcasing him eating the fruit that gave him his power. This set has a release date of August 1st, 2026, with a price point of a heavy $69.99. The set contains only 482 pieces, which, to be honest, the piece to set price ratio is kind of high. It's roughly around 14.5 cents per piece. Additionally, there are a list of leaked Lego sets, which you can see, that will be coming later this year for One Piece. In the realm of Pokemon Lego, there are 4 new sets that have recently been leaked on top of the previously leaked set. These include a giant Pokeball featuring 2,239 pieces, as well as Pokemon Lego statues of Rayquaza, Munchlax, and Arcanine. The Rayquaza will have 1,083 pieces, the Arcanine 1,190, and the Munchlax 757. Expect these to be announced later this year. Let's head on over to the Collectibles World News, where the second Mario movie installment is almost here with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, just over 2 weeks away with an April 1st release date. Now, this movie is going to pay homage to the Super Mario Galaxy video games, as Mario and Luigi will go through various challenges, setting up for a showdown with Bowser Jr. Now, over the last week, theaters have announced their merchandise, and it does not disappoint. Theater merchandise includes various collectibles, themed apparel, and interactive toys that fans can enjoy. And honestly, I'm 100% grabbing that Yoshi popcorn bucket. Now for a collectibles line that I've been collecting for a few years now, 100% Soft has revealed 3 new dumpster fires which will be releasing in the next week. These include the Dead Inside dumpster, Ghost Rider dumpster, and the Unhappily Ever After dumpster. The Dead Inside and the Ghost Rider will release on March 18th, and then the Unhappily Ever After will release exclusively to MegaCon Orlando. All 3 of these dumpster fires will retail for $30. Honestly, I might have to cop that Ghost Rider because it looks really sick. It's now time for random news I saw this week, starting out with People magazine announcing that air fryers are the most influential product of the century due to their efficiency compared to conventional ovens and healthier preparation compared to a deep fryer. Of course, we all owe it to Fred von der Waay, who is a German inventor who has graced us with the air fryers that we have today. Another piece of random news is that during the Taco Bell Live Más Gala on March 10th, it was announced that there are under-eye patches containing Mountain Dew Baja Blast that are going to be releasing in the near future. It was announced in an official press statement that, quote, "For the Baja Blast Die Hard, infused with caffeine and a refreshing boost of citrus, these patches energize skin and deliver cooling hydration." I don't know about you, but I don't know if I want to try it. I mean, second half of that statement sounds nice, but do I want Mountain Dew on my face? That's gonna do it though for this week's Card Arena Weekly, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out the other videos on the channel. Make sure you comment below any news I may have missed or what you'd like me to look into for future news. And of course, check out my gaming channel, Sky Clashes, where I've got a bunch of great gaming content. And of course, I upload every week on the channel here. That's all for now, so I'll see you next week on the next Card Arena Weekly.